ไปปรับลด See, Vietnam. Let's go, baby!
Welcome to Saigon, or whatever they say. Just kidding. Welcome to Goodbye Photo. I'm a photographer, been traveling. I shoot the things with a camera. I am American. I don't use a gun. Currently, I'm preparing to invade Greenland. Not true. I only had 36 hours. It was supposed to be longer, but I messed up because I'm an idiot. I misbooked some things, whatever. We ended up having about 36, 40 hours in Ho Chi Minh City. Used to be Saigon, then a guy took it over or something. Saigon, it's known for these, they're called Chi tunnels. Chi tunnels. Whew. It's about 7 degrees right now. Chi tunnels, you know, you've seen them. They're the tunnels that the Vietnamese people were using to travel, to live in, kill people. The other big thing is the Mekong Delta. I didn't do any of these things. Mainly, I walked around, cover as much ground as possible, and I think I actually, for only having 40 hours, I got a lot of great photos. There's 14 million people in Saigon. Something is happening every second of the day. It's one of the most underrated places for street photography, I think. Oh. Being as we had limited time, I signed us up for a tour. Not just any tour. We're not getting on a bus. This tour takes you on the back of scooters. So these ladies come and they pick you up. They're dressed like flight attendants. Why did I not put my hat on first? Woo-wee. All right, so these ladies come, they're dressed like flight attendants, and then they zoom you around the city to different food spots. And along the way, you get to converse with a local, which is great. And they were telling me how much rent was and where they stay, while we're almost just crashing into other motorbikes the whole time. Saigon is, if you're looking for that Southeast Asia, scooters everywhere vibe, go to Saigon. Taylor was on the back of, like, her driver was, I don't know, she looked like she was 11 years old, but supposedly she was of age and able to drive. They did hit another bike. They did get lost. No harm, no foul. Along the way, when you're on this tour, they're like telling you the history of these apartments and they're, you know, how it was after the war and giving you kind of a rundown of Saigon. Learning little tidbits about like local life like that, super interesting to me. I love hearing that stuff because part of the joy of traveling and doing these things is seeing the differences in the world. You know, you go to these places and you're like, how are they living? Observe and everything else, but to hear just like the small tidbits of how much rent costs, how far of the commute it is, all these little things is super interesting because that's what I do. That's the life that you're living, you know? That's how you can compare and really feel, oh, these are people just trying to get by like everybody else. I think it opens your mind. Everybody's doing the same thing. We're all just out here trying to make it, you know? And I think the more you experience that and the more you learn about that, the more empathy you have for people and the more understanding you can have for someone else's situation. And that's super important. And that's one of the gifts of travel.
The Mekong Delta is made from rice flour with coconut milk, and the third one is made the different flavor. So this one is the banana, you can see some banana, and this one because you cannot see, so that's why shall we try and guess the flavor. It's a mystery flavor. Oh, okay.
Shots, 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 and they get you drunk.
Okay. One,
but a great experience. And then they zoom you back to our hotel where we're staying. I was getting dumb on the back of a motorbike. I wanted to document, shoot these motorbikes. They're just everywhere. Every stoplight is 45 motorbikes lining up and they're zooming around. They're going in every direction. You'll get to these big intersections. 20 people going that way, 30 people going this way. You guys are crossing. It's just red and green lights. It's not like, hey, okay, now this lane turns. None of that. It's just, let's mingle on the street. It was just chaos all the time, and I really enjoyed that. And I went to go shoot these motorbikes. I wanted to mess with shutter speed and capturing motion. Hit the street early.
So it's like, I don't know, almost 6 a.m. And I'm gonna go out and take some photos. It's our last day in Ho Chi Minh, or Saigon. Had a kind of late night last night. Late night, but let's see what we get.
next day was like our official full day. All I wanted to do was go explore. People are very nice in Vietnam, but they're not overly nice. In Thailand, people are almost too nice where it's suspicious. Here, they're just like, I'm doing my thing, good day, I got shit to do, especially in a city full of 14 million people. There's too much going on for them to care about how you're feeling in the moment. And I like that. I really enjoy that. I think I got so many good photos here. We only had 40 hours about. Most of that was just spent walking around, shooting, checking people out. One of the things with photography that I love, and street photography, is that it makes you search out beautiful moments. You're constantly on the look for these like beautiful moments in life and just daily life. And if you can mix that with a little bit of knowledge of what these people are experiencing and what they're going through, that's beautiful. How can you not come away from that a little bit of a better and more understanding person? And that's what we should all be striving for. I think that the goal and the purpose of life is to like start out, you're shitting your pants, this helpless human blob, and then eventually, hopefully towards the end, you come out the other side, understanding of the human experience, what actually matters. I don't know. Could be the cold talking, can't feel my legs. After our 40 hours, we wake up the morning that we're supposed to leave. Supposed to leave in the afternoon. What we were not looking forward to was going to be an 18-hour bus ride to our next destination. Unfortunately, Vietnam was going through massive floods. All over the country was being flooded while we were there. And this sucks to say, but it worked out in our favor. Our bus got canceled. The roads to the next place that we were going washed out, completely flooded. We ended up having to fly, what saved us, it was an 1.5-hour flight. We booked this initially because I was like, you gotta do it. You gotta do one of these overnight bus rides from hell that I just wanted the experience. Like, that's the kind of traveler I want to be, is someone who doesn't shy away, and we're saving money and it's part of the experience. What could this lead to? I'm always kind of looking for these moments or decisions that take me away from like the easy path. The story is way better if we go down this other road. This time we took a flight. The airport was packed, there was people everywhere, and in my head I was just like, this isn't 18 hours on a bus, so it's better off. To wrap this one up, I'm not good at these self-promotion or whatever. I think it's a mixed bag. I do want to say thank you. I do want to say everybody who has been following and supporting and liking and subscribing, and check out the Instagram. Definitely, all the socials, I'm everywhere. I recently put up a print store through Darkroom. I'll have the link in the description. What else? I started a Substack, writing travel stories and tips and everything else. We're in Vietnam now. This is our second to last country. That means that this series of travel is wrapping up, 4 or 5 episodes left. Then I get into what I'm doing here. Again, just thank you, like, subscribe. Goodbye.